What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 56 of Solving the Pod. It's just me once again. Uh, just a lot of stuff's been going on recently, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And so today's Wednesday, February 15th. Let me check. Wednesday, February 16th. Today is Wednesday, February 16th, and no, today's Tuesday, February 15th. My bad. It's midnight, so that's why. My bad. So it's actually it's Tuesday, February 15th. Yeah. Sorry if my knees are ashy. I just it's a late night. I just kind of wanted to do one, get it out there, but like I said, I just have things I need to share. So on Thursday, I am doing my first ever stand-up debut. There's a local bar here in town, and I just saw, crazy story, I just went to this smoke shop, and on the way out, I saw there was like a flyer on the outside, and it's all I saw was like open mic. So of course I looked closer, and it said comedy, music, and I think it said like poetry or some shit. And I was like, holy shit, this is it. Like, if you guys don't know, like, unless you guys just started recently listening or watching, I've always talked about one of my big things, one of my goals. I have it written down in my goals list. One of my goals was always to do stand up. At least to attempt it, to try it, to at least just get up on stage and just say some stuff that I think is funny. And then and honestly, even if like I don't think I'd get booed. I don't think anyone boos anymore. But like, even if I just get no laughs, or like, I guess as they would say in the comedy world, is like bombing, I guess. So if that was to happen, then I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal, because actually that's actually what I want to happen. I actually prefer that I bomb my first time, to where like no one really laughs, just because I just want to get up there, and like I don't want to do good, and then the next time I do good, and then like the third time when I do bomb, then I feel like I like something I've never felt before. Like, I just want to get it out the way. And then also I think it's in this case for me, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I think it's better to have like low expectations. So I'm proud of, for once, I'm proud of myself just to sign up, and then actually obviously wait till Thursday, but Thursday get up there and actually do it. Like, I'll just be like excited about that. And then, oh man, I don't know. Like, I really hope it's something that like everything I've made it out to be in my head. I hope it's like that in real life, as far as the feeling I'm going to get, the satisfaction, I guess you could say, of finally doing it. I just hope it ends up being that, because I think this is something I would love to do. Like, I mean, I always make excuses like, oh, like I have to go to Phoenix or San Diego to do stand up. Like, there's nowhere here. And I was thinking about it for a while, that like, okay, if I can't go to these places, what if I just started one here in town? Like, I would maybe, rent out one of the places for like, I'd start off one day a month, just to try it. And I'd put on like a little show, and then I'd just be like, oh, like I don't have to go to Phoenix or San Diego. I have my own little club, or just started. Not even club, but just a thing I do once a month, until I make up enough money to have a building and stuff. That'd be cool, actually, to have a comedy club in Yuma. I know it's a small town, but I mean, it's a good area where like you have to go from, if you're going from Phoenix to LA or San Diego, like, not have to, but you pretty much, you go through here. It's a pretty busy little city that people go through, and believe it or not, a lot of people know about Yuma. I mean, I think it's crazy that people that are not from here know what Yuma is, or they've heard of it or something. And but I think it'd be a perfect little places that I think comics could pass by, and I don't know, just starting out ones, it'd be cool. And I feel like there are people in Yuma that would actually do it. I haven't really talked to anyone that's like, oh yeah, like I haven't talked to anyone to where they convince me that they're on the same level as me as far as like how bad they want to try to do it. And I say try because remember, I'm just trying this out. But I don't think I've talked to anyone like that. I've met a few people that are like, oh man, that'd be cool. Like I'd be down to do that. But it wasn't like like if I was like, okay, well, I'm going tomorrow to Phoenix to go do a spot. Like, you want to come with me? And I don't think they'd be like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I could just be, I don't know, overthinking it. But I think it'd be a cool thing to have one here in time. But back to what I was saying. So I was making so many excuses that I had to go to Phoenix or San Diego to do this. And then I had this idea that maybe I should do on my own. And then I'm not going to lie, like I was just like, how the fuck am I going to do this? Like I just started this new job. I'm like really busy with that. And then like, how do I plan it? Like there's so much shit. And I was just overwhelming myself. And I was like, and I pretty much quit on myself before I even started it. But that's neither here nor there, as one would say. God, I'm so sorry. I'm stuttering everywhere. But yeah, so fuck. This is what happens when I rant about things and I go off path and I forget what I was saying. I was talking about. I know it's something about stand up. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck me. Son of a. I'm gonna drink some orange juice real quick. Maybe it'll help me refresh my memory. Some good old vitamin C. Oof. All right, what was it? What was I saying? So I was talking about starting my own place, and then that wouldn't happen. And then, okay, I can't remember. I think what I was going with this was that. So then, you know how I got there, and so yeah. So there's a place, like I said, there's a bar where they're gonna do it, and I signed up. And I literally just emailed. I saw on the flyer I said like to sign up. Just email this person. Emailed them. Literally as soon as I emailed them, like I was checking it every hour, just because I was so anxious. Like I didn't. It was. I knew it was a sign up. It wasn't more of like, no, we can't, or you can, or whatever. It was just like, yeah. It's not like it wasn't like I felt like I was applying for a job. Like, oh man, what if they say no or something? But I kept checking it. I didn't get anything. I think it was like Friday I sent it out, Saturday nothing, Sunday, and I was like, okay, maybe, you know, if they're like they're busy people, so maybe on Monday they'll get to me. And then I think Monday morning I was just going through my emails, and there was one from like Sunday that I must have missed. I don't know how, and it was just from the guy pretty much saying like, all right, cool, like you're on the list. Show starts at 8, and he was like, he said they're giving everyone 3 minutes. Everyone that's doing, because remember there's music and poetry, and probably poetry too, but the stand up. Specifically, they're giving us 3 minutes, which I don't know how to feel about that, because when I told everyone that I was doing it and I told them 3 minutes, everyone's like, whoa, 3 minutes? Like, is that enough? And I was like, honestly, I think it's going to be too much time, because I feel like I would get so nervous that I would just talk fast, or like through my jokes, or like the story I'm trying to tell. And like, I would just be like, okay, that was cool. That was the whole story. That was the whole joke. They got it. Cool. I should be about at 2 minutes, almost close to 3. And then you realize like it's only been like 15 or 30 seconds. Like I feel like it can happen like that. And so I think I'm worried about that as far as like the 3 minute thing. But I also don't want to like, because I feel like if I get into it, like I'm really excited. Like I'm in between nervous, but way more excited. Like I'm just nervous because it's like my first time doing it. And then on top of that, my dumbass went and just told everyone that I was doing this, which now I think about it, I shouldn't have done, because I mean, I guess it's a good thing, because now because I'm in town, like all my family and close friends all live here pretty much. So it's a good thing, because my first time ever doing it's going to be in front of almost everybody I know, which the way I think about it, I think it's cool. It's cool. It's more of like a challenge, because then it's like, if I was just to go to like San Diego where I knew nobody, right? And I just did it at the end, like when I got off stage, like I don't know any of these fucking people, and it's my first time ever doing it. So they wouldn't remember. And you know, they're not going to talk every joke through me, like, oh, you should have done this or whatever, or anything like that. And now with this, like my first time is with like, I'm pretty sure a lot of family is going to go, friends and stuff, which I'm very excited about. And I appreciate so much. It's insane. I posted that I was going to do it, and so many people were like, so like for it. Like they were just like, hell yeah. There's people that were saying they're going to go. Some people were saying that, you know, they're going to be busy and they're not going to be able to, but they wish they would. But like, it was just cool that people were just acknowledging it in general, that I was doing this, because I mainly posted it because, one, in the email, the guy said to spread the post around. I'm guessing just to help out promotion wise. Secondly, I thought it, like, at first I was like, I kind of want to do it with just like no one to know, but I don't want to be selfish. Like I know a lot of people have, like, anytime I tell them that I want to do it, they're always like, dude, like you gotta let me know, like I'll go with you, and they're always so cool like that. So I was like, it would suck if my first time that I did it was in a town where everyone could easily go to, and then when I decided to go to somewhere else and do like Phoenix, then they don't show up, and then it was my fault. So I posted it so then everyone could see, and then hopefully people would go, and so many people were reposting it saying to go out, and it was it was just such a great feeling that like it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I think everyone else sees it and they hear me talk about it so much. Like so many people were like, "When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it?" And I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just being straight up a pussy. Like I was making excuses as well as like I was just like I don't know. Like I was scared and I wasn't ready. And then this miracle happened. This awesome fucking opportunity, and now I'm just like I have to do it. I have to jump on it. I'm not, and I was getting annoyed of myself just constantly telling people like, oh yeah, I'm going to go do stand up. I want to do, and it was never happening. And in my head, I would get mad at myself, but then I was like, well, you're not really doing anything about it. So you fucking can't get mad at yourself. But if you do get mad at yourself, like it makes sense. You can only blame yourself. And I was just fighting myself back and forth. And so this is just cool to finally do it. And like I said, it's just going to have like all my family and friends there. And, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm very excited, and it's crazy because I'm talking this thing up like it's so huge, but it's like to me, I know everyone else you might be like, oh man, like the fuck, it's it's just this, but like for me, it's a huge deal, and I'm like it's my fucking podcast. Look at the name right there, Solving the Pod. That's right, it's me, my show. You guys tune in to listen to me. I don't pay you. If I did, I'd probably get more views and listens, but it doesn't matter. But I'm just kidding. You guys that are listening, thank you. But yeah. So I just wanted to share like this, and I think it'd be cool because I think in time, like I said, I really hope after this one I can either talk to the guy that put this on and maybe convince him to do more of these, and that's how I'll get more time as far as like here in town, or I don't want this to be like something I do. Like what we're in February. I do in February, and then I don't do another one for like the rest of like till next year or something, or like 6 months from now. Like I literally want to be able to do one. I mean, I'd love to do one every weekend or week or whatever. I don't know how it starts out, but whatever. I would love to do as many as possible. But as far as like that scenario where like maybe the guy would have to come down, I got to meet this guy. I got to see how he's setting everything up and what he's doing, and then maybe like I said, convince him to come down, and I could do it like, I don't know, maybe like 2 times, 3 times a month, or 2 times a month, I guess. I don't know. But I just don't want this to be like a one thing, and then like I just want it to keep going. I don't want to lose the momentum. I know it's just one time, but I feel like I said, I'm expecting, and I kind of hoping that I don't. No one really laughs, just because I just want to feel what it feels like to like be in a room where a bunch of people are listening, and the thing that you're trying to say, that you're purposely trying to make seem funny or sound funny or be funny, no one catches the point at all, and it's not funny to them, and then they're just kind of staring at you like, or I feel like there's like nice people that are just like, oh, and you hear little chuckles, which I think still to me is like bombing, like that's still nothing, like, and I don't know, I expect that to happen, and I hope it happens, and it'll be a fun time. I'm really excited. Like I know I sound all like whatever, it's just super late, but I'm legit really excited to do this. Oh man. And the cool thing too is like I have like in my notes section, I have all my notes for like the podcast, any just random ideas I come up with, I type them in there, and I'll have one I've had one, I can't remember how, it's probably been about a year now. I've had just one note section where it's just stand-up material, just things I randomly think of, like stories that are like kind of, and I can like make them not so much where like I'm lying, but it's like a movie. Like when they say based on a true story, all they mean is like 2 kids were murdered in the house. Doesn't mean they were murdered by like this fucking creature that was, no, it just means that like pieces of it were, real. So that's kind of what I would do. Or I wouldn't do, I guess yeah, I would do. Is I would just kind of like try to turn like somewhat, I can see stories where I could be like, oh, I could also say it this way and make it funny. So I have like so many things, and it's funny because in my notes, if I were to show someone them, it would not be funny because it's very like either I'm really like I have to, because my memory's all fucked, and I know it is. I don't know why. I think I know why. and so like I sometimes have to type specific word for word what I'm thinking, just so I know, because I know I'm not gonna look at it till like weeks later, or like times like right now. Like I've been going through it, and they make sense to me, because sometimes I type shit and I'll just go like, and then jumped ran over, dad upset, mom's pregnant, and then it's like it doesn't make any sense. So I really wanted to when I read it weeks later, I wanted to be able to like, oh, okay, that's what I meant, and then hopefully my dumbass doesn't like read it and just be like, that's not funny, because I forget that I assume that when I type this out that I'm plugging in these funny parts that I remember to make it better or funnier or whatever. So yeah, I have all these notes, and so I've been going back and forth with like, should I do like a raunchy joke, because I have ones for like sexual and stuff, but at the same time, like that's the thing too, is like it doesn't it's one it's not I don't think it's doesn't say it's not there's not an age limit, but it also doesn't say like 18 or older or something, or 21 and older. So I'm really confused. I don't know if that's like the crowd is going to be, because I should mention this, for anyone that doesn't know, it's called Red Moon Ale House, and it's a video game bar. So it's like a bar, like an adult for adults, but it's also like they have like old quarter games and shit, very hipsterish. But it's cool. But it's supposed to be there, and so there's, like I said, there's arcade games, and if I'm not mistaken, I think like normally kids can go in there to a certain extent, like to a certain time, like maybe 9, and then they have to be out, and then it's like turns into like a bar like for all the adults. I don't know, but for this, I don't know, so I don't know if the crowd's gonna be a mixture of like adults and their kids. I don't know if I'm even kind of nervous to curse, but I'm just gonna do it. Cursing, I'm just gonna do it. Like I feel like I'm just gonna get nervous and be like, fucking the shit, the sucking, son of a bitch, like stuff like that. I'm just gonna randomly stutter stuff out, like I have Tourette's or some shit. And so then I was going back with that, and then I had this other idea for should I tell a story? Should I do like a classic joke with a punchline? I was going through so much stuff, and I'm still kind of going back and forth right now with like certain things, but I think I have one solid one that I think is settled in. I just don't know if it's more of like I don't know if it's so much of a bit, like a joke, like enough for it by itself, or if it's something that you kind of just like kind of jump into, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I've just been looking at those, and man, all day that's all I'm thinking about is like, okay, like I think about that same joke, so I know that's the thing. That's the joke I want to do, and it's not. It's like good. It's in the middle. It's cursing, but it's not like anything like fucking pussy and cum and shit like that. Like it's nothing like that. So it's in the middle. So I think that one's gonna be good. But like throughout the day, I'm just thinking of like, oh, and then I could say this and this, and I'm so excited. But at the same time, like it's weird because now it's already Tuesday, and this week's gonna fucking fly because I want it to get to Thursday because I'm excited and I want to do it. But I can wait a while, like just give me a little bit more time to prepare. But I'm at the point where it's like a fucking pool. Like I'm just gonna jump in. There's no point in like touching the water and feeling how it is. Like it's like when you're at the top of a roller. I don't know why I've always thought about this. When I'm riding a roller coaster and I'm at the very top, like on it, like I see the scary ass roller coaster, right? Like I don't know why. One time when I was in high school, my best friend's dad said like if we got good grades, he'd take us to Six Flags. I got good grades. So we went to Six Flags, and I was like, I don't even like Six Flags. I like roller coasters, but not like that shit. Like every ride of those is scary. But anyways, I just remember like getting on a ride and be like, I don't even want to fucking get on this ride. I would never get on this ride. But I was like I'm supposed to be having fun, so I should let loose and just get on these fucking rides. I'm not gonna die. It's like literally the worst thing that can happen. It's not gonna happen. And so I would be on them, but I remember like once I'm strapped in and it's like climbing up and it gets to the very top, like I just remember thinking like, even if I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, no, like if I just freaked out, like it's happening whether I want it to happen or not. Like that's how I feel. This is like I'm just at the top right now, and like right now, like I'm signed in, like I have a time. I've told all these fucking people, so I have to go. Like, not that I have to, like I want to, but like it's like, dude, you can't not go. You tell all these fucking people, you just look like the biggest piece of shit ever, and like you just look like a huge liar and an unmotivated fuck. So I was like, fuck. So like I'm just like, yeah, like fuck, and it's just it's more motivation, just pushing me, like just to go do it. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. All right, but it's just like I said, like I'm at that point at the top of the roller coaster. I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. Like I can't back out. I have to do it. And this is gonna happen whether I like it or not, but I'm gonna like it. In this case, I'm gonna like it. But that's just how I feel right now. That was a pretty good analogy. I'm usually terrible at my analogies. Like they usually don't make sense, or like I say them and like in my head they make sense, but when I say them out loud, I'm like, wait, take that back. That doesn't work out. But that was actually a pretty good one. Kudos. Excuse me. Oh man. Give me one sec. Yeah, fucking. My nose has been real itchy lately, and you know why? Because I haven't used my Manscaped, and actually I lied. I think I have like nose hairs that grow very fast. I know my head hair does, but I know it's annoying, but gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Because I'm the type of guy, like, if I don't do it right then and there, I'm never gonna do it. I'm gonna forget, and I'm not gonna remember until I'm talking to someone. They're like, yo, you got a long ass fucking pube hair coming out your nostril, you sick fuck. Oh, and by the way, it comes in this beautiful little bag, little satch, you know, so you keep all the goodies. But yeah, back to what I was saying. If you guys aren't getting if you guys aren't picking up what I'm putting down, this is an ad read for Manscaped. Exciting news from our friends over at Manscaped. Just launched their 4th generation performance package. This ultimate package includes the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right. The 4.0, baby. You know, Manscaped, the leader in male grooming, have done it again to make your grooming game next level. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust in Manscaped with the new Performance Package 4.0 by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20. That's 20% off plus free shipping with Manscaped. With code SLOB20 when you go to manscaped.com. Yeah, guys. No, recently, shout out to Manscaped once again for sponsoring this. Thank you. But you guys also thank you. You guys sent me this box. So I got a box, and it was like a big box, and I was like, I never order anything. My parents always order stuff, and they get sent to the house. So, and they always put my name. I think they assume that you have to put my name, otherwise it's not going to go to me. So I tell them all the time you can put your name, and they're like, no, I don't want it to get lost. So they put my name. So I just, at this point, anything I get that I'm like, oh, I haven't ordered anything recently, I'll just grab it and put it in the garage. And so I had this box. I threw it in there, and I totally forgot that I had got emails saying that they were going to send me something. But I never, usually last time I got like a confirmation email, this time I didn't. So I just assumed like, oh, it's not ready yet or whatever. And so it showed up. And so it was sitting in my garage for like a week. And then I remember I went out there and I was like, oh, these must be the COVID tests. I don't know why I thought COVID tests were that big. But I was like, this must be the COVID test. And I opened them and I was like, it said Manscaped. And I was like, oh, shit. Manscaped sent me a package and it was cool. It was like Christmas. I was like, what? So I ripped it open and they sent me all this new stuff. They sent me body wash, shampoo, deodorant, like actual rub-on deodorant, a nice body spray. They sent me this 3-pack of chapsticks, which I love, by the way. I love chapstick in general. I want to say it's like a Ello minty flavor. I'm not tasting it, but like, yeah. So I think I carry that thing around with me all the time. Actually, I'm trying to do a new thing because every one I get, I lose them. So this one, I'm going to see how long it can last, and hopefully I can keep it on till every episode, and I'll have it with me. I might just keep it in here just to be safe. They gave me a 3-pack. I'll use another one in the car. I'll use another one at work. I have them everywhere. But remember, get 20% off. You too can have these products, by the way. I'm not just reading this to read it. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading to let you guys know, to save your lives, your sexual life, your bodies. I'm sharing this knowledge with you. So once again, go to manscaped.com, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20. Manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code SLOB20 at manscaped.com. Your balls have been through enough, ladies and gentlemen. This past year has been insane. COVID. These past 3 years have been insane. My entire life has been insane, but that's besides the point. These years have been insane. The least we can do is, treat our balls with the best tools for the job from Manscaped. So remember, manscaped.com, promo code SLOB20, get 20% off plus free shipping. Thank you, Manscaped. Thank you guys. Once again, please go to Manscaped. Quick side note. They're dope. They sponsor me. They send me stuff. And so if you guys can help me as well as Manscaped, and go buy a product from them. Go get something. Use my code. Get 20% off. All right. Why did I throw that? I need the other paper. Hold on. All right. Well, something I wanted to get into real quick was it's cool. An idiot, a dumbass mistake of mine that I did ended up being a good thing. So last year around this time, around January, obviously, we were supposed to write our goals for the year, like our everyone writes a list about the things they want to accomplish in the year. So I was supposed to write 2021 goals, and I just wrote goals, and I didn't realize that till literally last week. I just realized that it didn't say a year. But what I'm getting at is these were things I wanted to accomplish in 2021. And I only accomplished one. I only got one. And that was to get a paid sponsor for the podcast. So I'll get a pen right now and I'll check that off, because thank you, Manscaped, for that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, you guys believe in little old me. But I have I wanted 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I wanted to post a podcast weekly, which didn't happen. Wanted to save money. We're still working on it. Stay dedicated to the gym. Just got back in. Make merchandise for the podcast. That's in my notes. Invest in stocks. Actually, that's another one, because I just did recently. I put $5 into Apple. So I'm an investor, guys. Call me Bradley Williams. 10,000 Instagram followers for the Slob on the Pod page. We're at 600. That's good. Actually, no, I lied. We're at we are at 600. Hell yeah. 600, baby. And then I wanted to get a celebrity guest on the podcast. So these are my goals for just that year alone. I only accomplished one. But what I was thinking about, once I realized I didn't put a year, this can just be my goals in general. I'm not trying to get all corny with you guys, but because I feel like if I was thinking about it, I was like, man, well, now I would just kind of be down on myself towards the end of the year, just to reflect on this list I made, and I only did one thing, and I'd just be down on myself. But then I thought about it. I was like, why do I have to make a list of things I want to accomplish just specifically that year? Why not just make a list of things I want to accomplish in life? And so I figured this would be a good start to things. And what's cool is I kept it in. I know it says this one was a little big to become a stand-up comedian, meaning you get the title, that's what you do as a career. I meant to say perform stand-up comedy, so that one I have to white out and redo, but that one already, come Thursday I can check that off my list, and all these other ones, what I'm saying is you don't have to put a time limit on your goals. Not to get all philosophical on you, because, I can. Don't make me, but I can. But I don't want to right now, because the only thing I can think of right now is just that you don't have to put a time limit on your goals. Some take longer than others. I didn't learn how to tie my shoe until I was 6, on my own, until I was 6. But, in time I did, and look at me now. I'm wearing Crocs, because I still don't know how to tie my shoes. But let's see. That's all I got, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm really excited to share this journey with you. I mean, the podcast all along was cool, and it's dope. I love it, but it's just cool to add this another effect of I can drag you guys along my journey, because I'm telling you, this is something. Once I do it Thursday, I'm gonna be hooked. And the way I see it too is I don't know if you guys had this, but when I was in high school, or school in general, and we had to do you had to perform in front of the class, as far as read, not even so much read aloud, but do a project, right? Or for my senior year, one of the graduation requirements was in my high school was to you had to perform I want to say it was it might have been a 3-minute, no, a minute 45 speech based off a very historic figure. I ended up doing it's at the tip of my tongue. Not JFK, FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And so I pretty much just, I'm gonna say it now because I don't think I can get in trouble. But and I just ended up copying the dialogue from Pearl Harbor in the scene when um FDR finds out about the Pearl Harbor attack and then all that. So I kind of just copy and pasted that and did that, and then just kind of changed my voice a little, added a little costume to it. Really went in with it. But anyways, so the day came and I did it, and I just remember I was so nervous, like all up until that point, just like I am now. And I got up there, and I was still nervous the whole time. I was like, I do this thing, my bottom lip like shivers, like I'm cold, but I'm not. I'm just like shivers because I get so antsy or nervous, and then I start doing that. So then my words come out different. Like I sound funny. I sound like I'm fucking freezing, like I'm cold. And then I start to lose my train of thought, and I'm like, oh, they're looking at me, like what are they thinking? Like I started thinking of so many things, and it kind of ruins it. And like at the end, I end up doing pretty good. And but like as soon as I'm done, I just want to go back up there because I've already done it once. I just want to go back up there. I know how it feels, so I just want to go back up there and redo it. And I know I could do it like 10 times better. And I remember I would tell the teacher, like, you don't have to grade me. Like, I just want to do it better. I just wanted to perform it better because it was fun when after I got down, I was like, man, that was fun. Like, I could do it again. No one really cared. I sat down, and then I realized like everyone else has to do it, so they're not gonna make fun of me because then they have to go up there. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's how I feel about come Thursday for the stand-up is like it's something like I'm really nervous about, and I feel like I'm just gonna get so nervous and fuck it all up. But as soon as I'm done, I'm just gonna want to go right back up there and just do it again and try it again. So I hope, like I said, I could just continue this, and then I'll drag you guys along my journey, and then we can just talk about this, and I know it'll be really dope, But yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for following me on social media, for subscribing to my YouTube. I hate saying that, but I have to because it's what's going to make this podcast grow bigger, and you guys are going to help me by telling your friends about this, telling your parents, telling your drug dealers, telling your grandma and grandpa, if they're still alive, like make them a YouTube account and subscribe to Stop in the Pod. Make them a fake Instagram. And you don't have to use it. Just, add me. And tell your doctors about me while you're getting checkups. Tell them, if they have time, they could, watch an episode. They could listen to an episode while they do surgery. I don't know how it works. But yeah, so spread the seed, spread the sob seed. I'll thank you guys for it. I thank you fucking every day because you guys are awesome. Like I said, you guys have shown nothing but love. And I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in again. It's like really late. I should probably go to bed, but I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna edit everything at least tonight, and then hopefully post it tomorrow. I want to get this out before Thursday, so it's either gonna come out tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday morning. But I just want to get out there that way some of you guys can listen to it, and then, like I said, this will be like my little pre-show, pre-first stand-up debut episode, and then as soon as it's over, do another one, and just everything I'm talking about now, everything I'm expecting, everything I'm not expecting, all the stuff I'll talk about it and how it actually went. Thank you guys once again for watching this episode, listening. Love you guys. I'm out. I gotta go. I just got done shaving my nose hair, so I gotta go shave my ball hairs, my ass cheek hairs. I might even shave my head. Shit, fuck it. All right, guys, I'm out.